Hey Libra family, what is up? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are looking at your weekly energy, seeing what is going on for excuse me, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anyone who vibes with the message, really, right? Like, you can be a cross watcher. You can be having a lot of Libra placement in your chart. Whatever resonates and vibes with you. I really believe Spirit can speak to us through any message. So the Lovers and the Hermit pop out. It's a lot about aligning with who you are and what you want, right? The Lovers is partnership, but it's not only just another person, place, or thing. It's also like the partnership that we find within ourselves. We just moved into Aries season. It is a new moon when I'm filming these today. It is spring equinox. It's all about planting seeds. This Hierophant energy has been coming up a lot. And you know, the Hierophant is all about our tradition, our beliefs, our values, how we show up in life. For everyone, that is going to be different, right? Some people, I mean, there's just so many ways to live life. I think the bottom line is we have to look back and say, well, what are my foundational beliefs and values? And that is a perfect time to do this right now. Being in Aries season, it is ruled by the first house, the house of self. So it is more of a self-focus. But we also have to make sure that we're like walking the talk, right? Like we're living how we say we want to be living. That is what brings us fulfillment, you know? We can't control people, places, and things. They're going to do whatever they're going to do, right? And actually, the more that we're able to give ourselves love, care, heal, grow, the more we're going to attract people, places, and things that actually value and are in alignment with our core beliefs and desires. But there is this message that it is going to take a lot. You know, there is this element of digging deep is what I'm hearing. There's the Lovers again. So, like I said, Lovers is partnership. It can be romantic. It can also be platonic. Someone that you have really great synergy with. The Lovers represents duality, the masculine, feminine, yin, yang, etc. So this is really talking about being in a situation with a person, place, or thing that you do feel really connected to. Maybe you have a history with, etc. But there is a lot of challenges and struggle. There's a lot of tension. Yeah, there's the moon right there confirming. Who else? I think that came up for Leo energy as well. So you could be dealing with a Leo. You could have Leo placement in your chart. Check out that reading if you're interested, for sure. But this is just talking about, like, there's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of stuff that's happened, right? There's a lot of water under the bridge. And, you know, whatever has kind of played out in this dynamic, it's been exhausting. There's been a lot going on underneath the surface. I feel like out of breath. I feel like, you know, just kind of pressed down. And that energy, you know, or pushed down, like that energy just talks about like the burden, the overwhelmment. That, yeah, there might be a lot of love. There might be a lot of connection. You might have the same beliefs and values as this person, place, or thing. But it comes at a price with that element of strength and the moon, you know. To me, it feels like triggering of emotion. When our emotions get triggered, there we go, 10 of Cups. So this is about emotional fulfillment, what makes you feel good, strong, happy. 444 is on the clock. You might have someone who, you know, wants to build something and grow with you. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. It's a little bit more grounded, stable, even. Maybe this is a partner or someone you've had in your life for a long time. Aligning more with what makes you happy and feel fulfilled in this relationship, but also that extra level of the need to do that. There's a lot of options in front of you, and I feel like for you, Libra, specifically, that's, you know, and this is really what the energy is about right now anyway, right? How I was talking about that Aries energy, that new moon energy of planting seeds, focusing on what resonates with us. You know, especially with that Hierophant coming out right off the bat. It doesn't have to be the mainstream thing, or it doesn't have to be the thing that everybody buys into, but it has to be something, and it has to be authentic to you. And that's where the challenge is. There is this element of, sorry guys, there is this element of things coming in, and you know, the Seven of Wands really is that exhaustion on some level, right? Like having that feeling of being overwhelmed, doing it all yourself, out and about, trying to chase and see what you want to find. You know, like it's like discovery. Does that make sense? I hope I didn't overcomplicate it. If I did, let me know. But this is really like your energy. It's just been a lot is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there's been a lot to juggle, a lot to balance, a lot that's been challenged, and you really are left as the lone warrior. I mean, in some ways, this is the card of trying to do it all at once, you know. Sometimes life does bring those tower moments where things truly get wiped out from underneath us. Yeah, the devil comes up. It has been stuff that, you know, I feel like this is people, places, and things that has been very triggering. This is also working with controlling, manipulative energies. There is that moon right there. The moon is, you know, Pisces energy. It's water energy. It's the feelings. It's like the good and the bad, you know. It's the stuff that gets triggered within us that kind of brings up the muck, especially with that Capricorn. The devil is Capricorn energy. But that's, yeah, shoot, this is huge. This is huge. There's been a lot that's been happening. I feel like for some of you, it could have been another person challenging you, pushing, playing this devil role, whether they're a Capricorn or just being an a-hole, you know, functioning a lot out of their emotion, what was being triggered with them. I feel like they're being forced to look at that now. And I am almost hearing it for you, Libra, that it was like you were getting dragged into someone else's chaos and someone else's mess. Maybe this is someone you were partnered with, whether that is business or love, family, friends. And you're at this point where it's like, I feel like you don't want to go back down that road. Ten of Swords is this element of wisdom gained through struggle. But it's also like, I don't want to repeat those patterns anymore, you know? And this person, I mean, they have all major arcana, this person's situation that you're dealing with. It's a lot of stubbornness. It's like, I'm going to do this by myself. This is how it's going to be. I'm saying F you. A very intense energy coming. And I feel like that's kind of where the rug has been pulled out from underneath. A refusal to be friendly, to work together. Yeah, there's 2 3s in the blocked energy. Unwilling to, you know, maybe part of their ploy has been putting a lot of stress and burden on you. Maybe that's how they've been controlling, because we see 2 10s here. This is closing of a cycle, bringing something to a close. Maybe you're trying to move forward. You've been putting a lot of time, energy, effort into it. So we have 2 7s, 2 3s, 3 10s on the board, guys. Lots of energy going into this change and transition. I feel like things haven't completely settled for you quite yet, because there still is this element of, you know, juggling a lot and seeing what else is out there. What else is out there? What else is to be discovered? You know, it's not in a way of, you know, being immature or not dealing with things. I think, you know, I'm hearing it as you self-protecting, especially from this energy, because whatever this person or situation is going through, like I said, it's pretty intense with all these major arcana. And these aren't necessarily like the most friendly ones. You know what I mean? Like, I like the Hermit energy because it forces us to go within. But this is more of a darker energy, like someone is truly dealing with their shadow, with this part of them that is really, you know, winning above all. Like, I'm going to win at all costs. Being controlling, being manipulative, not caring what anyone else is saying about them. 11:33 on the clock. And there's our third 3, you know, but unfortunately, there's been a lack of working together as a team. The pain has caused a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety for everyone involved, is what I'm hearing. But I feel like you are standing in your power with that Queen of Swords energy. That's you, Libra. That's like, you know, and this is all based out of rationale. Oops. I tried. This is all based from a very rational perspective, right? Swords deal with our mind, our intellect, the way we see things. And it's too bad, so sad, because there was something very beautiful present here. But I feel like through the way that this person or situation handled things, because of the unwillingness to kind of follow suit, respect, tradition, integrity, morality, it's just made everything way harder, you know? And unfortunately, that's what happens when our emotions get the best of us. So whether that was you or them, I mean, I do feel like it's more coming out of their energy. You'll know for yourself. Obviously, the energy is interchangeable. You'll know if you've had a really hard time, you know, kind of acknowledging, taking ownership, maybe the places that you're being selfish. And you can feel that, right? Like, we can all feel underneath the surface, you know, and it's not like to say shame on whomever is doing it. It's not about throwing shade. It's about saying, like, really, truly, authentically, what is making us happy. We all have things that are hard to look at, hard to acknowledge. I feel like you're doing the work, but I feel like this is kind of you specifically, Libra, like growing and refining and moving through and learning, again, kind of what works for you and what doesn't. You know, we're all going to have regrets. We're all going to misstep. We're all going to say things we don't want to say out loud, or, you know, make choices that we wish we would have done a little bit better, listen to our intuition more, etc. I feel like this is all coming to head. This is something that's kind of been, you know, bubbling underneath the surface for quite some time. This is a very similar energy. And I feel like it's because you have to look at the places maybe you were taking on too much responsibility around this, thinking it was about you or about how you showed up or what you said, where in reality we see in this other person or situation's energy, it's life forcing them to look at themselves in order for them to make the change. Like I said, we all have regrets, but when we become cognizant of those things, that's when we can make the changes and evolve. And if we are doing something, if we are acting out of integrity and maturity, then we also have to do the deeper work of recognizing it's not us. Don't take someone's responsibility when it's not yours to take, right? So guys, I hope that helps. Thanks so much for tuning in, sending so much love and blessings your way, Libra. Big thumbs up if it resonated. Definitely drop comments below. I appreciate all the love and support. You are fabulous. Thank you so much. Sending lots of love your way.